Hey there, students. This is Miss Barnes, and I wanted to give you a quick how-to recording for creating a new schedule. Sometimes the schedule that you receive from me in my welcome letter gets a little outdated, and you might need to go in and create a new schedule. It's super simple and something that you can do time and again. So, here is our course. This just happens to be English 4A. It doesn't matter if you're in 4A or 4B, in 4A credit recovery, 2A credit recovery, it's all the same process. So you have a button over here that says orientation. Click on it. And inside this, you have several very helpful items. You have a syllabus. If you haven't checked it out, that gives you an overview of the class. Orientation, this kind of lets you know what to expect. Getting started, if you have not gone through that, you definitely want to go through that because it tells you how the class works, how to submit work, basic policies and procedures. And finally, schedule. So let's click on schedule. It's called the dynamic course schedule. So anytime you hear about your pacing guide or your schedule, this is what we're referring to. Now notice, I can enter a start date and an end date. Okay, so if you don't know when your end date is, typically think about when graduation is and pick a month before that. All right, don't wait till the last minute. But basically, let's start with today's date. Today is the 22nd. So I just select 22nd. I change the date. And let's say that I want to finish this class by May 1st. All right, that's kind of a little guideline. That gives me about February, March, April, 3 months to do this class, which if you're working on it regularly is perfect. Then I hit submit, and sometimes what'll happen, it won't give you the actual dates. Don't worry, scroll down, scroll, scroll, scroll. It's a little glitch in the matrix. Aha, here we go. So here we have a due date. So basically it tells me today I need to start reading this unit. And I will basically work my way through all of this. Then by Friday, the 7th, I need to have these items completed. And all the way through the end. If a spring break shows up on there, your spring break may not be the same. Now, something I like to do is I like to copy this onto a Word document. So I'm just going to drag my mouse, holding the clicker. I'm going to highlight everything that I want. There we go. I don't want that, the blank one. Then I'm going to copy, which is Control C. You can also right click and hit copy. Then I want to have a Word document. Here's something that will work. I am going to copy paste. I can either do Control V or right mouse and paste. And here you go. It is your entire schedule. I like to give it a little title, that way I know which class I'm working on. So maybe this is English 4A. That way I know what class it is. I'm going to save this onto my computer. Let's put in here, I'm going to call it English 4A schedule. There it is. Alright, see it says print a copy. You can print a copy or you can just pull it up. When you finish something, I like to cross it off. Alright, maybe you have something that is really confusing. And maybe, for example, you know that coming up is a big essay if you look at it. Or you're like, oh, whoa, this brochure is 60 points. I really got to make sure that I do well on it. You can highlight things, but I do love crossing things off once they're finished. And then you can pull this up every time that you need to work on your class. All right, it's a great to-do list to help you stay on track. So let's finally check it one more time. Remember, orientation button, schedule, plug in your dates. Alright, and remember, just pick your, if you do not know the exact end date, take a guess, find out what you know when your graduation is. So plug it in about 3 or 4 weeks beforehand. That way you have plenty of time to finish your class without stressing and procrastinating to the last minute. Hit submit. I'm going to scroll down and I notice here is now my schedule. All right, that will do it. If you have any questions, remember, simply email me or use this communication button right here, and don't forget to check out the resources in your class as well. Thanks for taking the time to watch.